Hey guys, welcome to this video we're doing today. We had a live math lesson today, but some of you could not make it. And although you didn't really get counted as being there for attendance, you can still get the grade for it by watching this video. So, the first thing on your piece of paper, I did ask that everyone have 10 objects if they want to join in on the little activity. But because we're not doing it with the whole class now, you don't have to as long as you are paying attention to everything I'm doing. So, on your piece of paper at the very top, you need to write the word subtraction. And you probably can pause the video if you need to, but write the word subtraction at the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and type in our first math problem. 10 minus 1 equals. All right, one thing everyone should know is that we just finished our addition problems, right? We did things like 1 plus 1 equals 2, and that's when we add things together to make an even bigger number. So 1 plus 1, if you add one thing and one thing together, that makes two different things, right? 1 plus 1 equals 1, 2. So that created a bigger number. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. When we're doing subtraction, we're actually taking away something and making the number smaller. So that means instead of using the plus sign, we are now using the minus sign, which means our number is actually going to be smaller in the end instead of bigger. So we're going to do some different math problems so that you can kind of understand what it means to subtract something. All right, so make sure that at the top of your paper you have the word subtraction. And the first problem we're going to do is we're going to have 10 objects in front of us. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So those are 10 apples that I have on my screen. And if you're using objects, you should have 10 objects in front of you. So that means in our math problem, we're starting out with 10 objects, right? So I'm going to have the number 10 on my piece of paper and then the minus sign because we're going to take away a number. So if I did 10 minus the number 1, we're trying to figure out what that equals. 10 minus 1 equals what? So that means with all my objects, I start off with 10 and then I minus 1, which means take away. So I'm going to take away one of these apples. Now how many apples do I have if I take away 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now I only have 9 apples. So the amount of apples I have or had got smaller. So I had 10 and I took away 1 and now I only have 9. So on your paper, write 10 minus 1 equals 9. And you can pause the video if you need some more time. 10 minus 1 equals 9. All right, for our next problem, we want to go ahead and put 10 objects in front of us again. So I added another one back in to make 10 apples in front of me. So again, my problem is going to start off with 10. And I'm going to take away, let's take away 5 objects. 10 minus 5. And so that means I have 10 apples and I'm going to take away 5. So I'm going to remove 5 apples. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I took away 5. And what does that equal? How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I have 5 left. So my answer is actually 5 also. So we had 10 apples, we took away 5, and that equals 5. Now let's do another problem. This time we're going to start off with 5 objects in front of us. So that means instead of my math problem starting with the number 10, I'm going to start off with the number 5. So make sure you have 5 objects in front of you. Right now I have 5 apples in front of me. And we're going to take away a certain number. So what happens if I take away just one of those apples? 5 minus 1. 5 take away 1. So I have 5. Now I'm going to take one of those apples away. Oops. All right, now how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you have objects in front of you and you have 5 and you took away 1, now count how many you have left. I have 4 left. I have 4 apples left. So that means 5 minus 1 equals 4. And after you write this problem down, I want you to read it out loud. You should say 5 minus 1 equals 4. Okay. So my next math problem, I'm going to have 5 objects in front of me again. This time I'm going to use strawberries. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 objects in front of me. I have 5 strawberries. So that means my math problem is starting with the number 5, right? 5 minus, and then how many do you think I'm going to take away? Let's see what happens if I have 5 objects in front of me, and then I take away 5 objects from in front of me. So I have 5. Now I'm going to take away 5 of those objects. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I took away 5. So do I have anything left? I don't see any strawberries left in front of me. So that means I have 0 left. 5 objects, I took away 5 of those objects, and now I have 0 left. I don't have any more. So that means if I gave 5 objects to, let's say, Grace, and then I took away 5 of those objects, she wouldn't have anything left. If I gave Ishmael 5 strawberries, and then Ziad took away all 5 of his strawberries, he wouldn't have any left. Now they're all gone, right? So that makes me think if I did any number minus the same number, like 5 minus 5, it's always going to be 0, right? So if I did 10 and I took away 10, that's just 0. If I have 2 apples in front of me and then I took away 2 of those apples, I have 0, right? All right, let's do one more problem, okay? Last problem. Let's put 6 objects in front of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 objects in front of me. That means the first number on my paper should be the number 6. That's how many I'm starting out with. I counted 6. And then I'm going to minus or take away 3. I'm going to minus 3 of those objects. So let's see how many I end up with if I take away 3. 1, 2, 3. How many am I left with? 1, 2, 3. Cool. So I started off with 6 strawberries, and then I took away 3 of those, And now I have 3 left. So 6 minus 3 equals 3. Make sure you write all these math problems on your piece of paper and put your name at the very top of your paper. You need to take a picture of your paper and send it to me, okay, so I can see all the work you're doing. But the last problem you should have is 6 minus 3 equals 3. All right, so don't forget to send me a picture of all the work you're doing, okay? I will talk to you guys later on. Thank you.